All right, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown. First of all, forgive me because I don't have my mic hooked up. I'm using the mic from my MacBook Pro because I just set up my whole studio to be different, man. My whole studio is different now. But I want to get into this video with Jas and Anton, and I'm trying to do a daily stream every morning, but I don't always get it done. But I want to get to the stream where they're talking about, is it okay for black men to date outside of their race? And if black men are going to date outside of their race, should they be attacking black women, or is it because of black women? So that's the conversation. The young lady Jas Noelle, she goes off on Anton because she feel like, yeah, you got a black wife and you hire black people, but you only talk shit about black people. Now, there is a young man that I've been watching a lot on YouTube, and he makes videos specifically about people who he called raccoons. And you know exactly what that means. So Anton name has been submitted, and I think he said he's gonna do a video about Anton soon. But he believes that black men, they saw white people making money off talking shit about black people, and now you have people like Anton, the Hodge twins. I got a video about those dudes coming up soon. What's they got the dude from Twitter that looked like the dude from the Boondocks who love white women. I can't think of his name, but he crazy. But anyway, so I want to show y'all this video. I'm gonna put it on 1.2 so we can go a little bit faster, and then let's get it popping.
Take on with whomever they marry. And you take on a father figure role and you basically are sorting through all of the bullshit. And because y'all are extra promiscuous nowadays, it makes it 10 times worse because you now have to sort through all of that fucking drama and all of that trauma to try to fix the shit that a bunch of other people then already had you and broke you in. So it is a lot. It is a lot. And now y'all keep on adopting the philosophies and the ways of women that ain't even y'all.
Hold on, Anton. I'm confused because again, the very first time you said that you spoke to your wife, you said that you asked her if she gave head. So it's not that you're not used to a certain type of woman. You're used to those women. The problem is you don't actually want black women to be sexually promiscuous and sexually free. The same way you're okay with black men having multiple women, having a wife, cheating on their wife, having multiple hoes. I think that's the hypocrisy when it comes to dating today. Is a lot of men, they want women to do the things right for them, whereas they want women to be freaky but be a virgin. They want women to. It's too much hypocrisy and it confuses women, right? It's okay for y'all to celebrate Future, you know what I'm saying he like real sisters and he want both of them. But it's not okay for those women to say, I want two brothers, both of them. And to me, I don't deal in hypocrisy. I think that's the major problem we have in these dating relationship shows. All right, let's keep going.
Y'all took up the mantle of this feminism shit with white women, and it ain't even y'all fault. Y'all keep on being finesse. Some of y'all got issues from being touched when y'all was little kids and stuff like that. That's not a race specific.
Touching little girls.
Hold on. First of all, exactly. Why are men touching little girls? That's a good question, Jas. Why are grown men touching little girls? That's first of all. Second of all, Anton, when you say certain stuff like, let me make sure I go back. I want to respond to it exactly.
And it ain't even y'all fault.
There you go. So you're saying that black women got on a feminism wave and it wasn't even really their fault, wasn't this, wasn't that. The thing is this: feminism was meant to help all women of all colors. That's just what it is. When black women was going through financial abuse dealing with black males, what do you think the conversation was? Oh, you can work yourself? Come and join us. We're going to get everybody fair wages. Everybody going to get the opportunity to make more money. So when it comes to feminism, it wasn't that black women just jumped on the coattails of white women. What happened was black women was dealing with some of the same bullshit that white women deal with. Oh, your man not paying for shit. Oh, your man is financially abusive and physically abusive and verbally abusive in every fucking way. Maybe you're better off on your own, right? At least with the white woman, through feminism, you didn't see single mother households in the white community increase, right? So at the end of the day, white women has always had a different perspective when it comes to feminism than black women. As a matter of fact, if y'all talk to black women about feminism, it's about self-empowerment. It's not about a country movement to move men out the fucking way. That's not what that is. It's not. That's not what the fuck feminism is even about. But anyway, let's go to Jazz's question about why grown men touching little girls.
Y'all keep on being finesse. Some of y'all got issues from being touched when y'all was little kids and stuff like that. That's not a race.
Why are men touching little girls? Let's start there. What happened to grown men protecting young girls? Why do
you're not hearing me.
have so much trauma when it
You're
comes
not hearing me, baby girl.
what y'all be doing?
No, she heard you just fine. If you're gonna talk about grown men touching little girls, but only talk about it because those women now have trauma and they're not perfect wives, maybe it might be prudent for you to start with the men who are harming these women. That way they can grow up to be wives and have no fucking trauma. But because Anton is a short little weak man, he can actually check any fucking body, right? That's just what it is. So you know who he tries to check? The women. It's always the weaker men that go for the weaker vessels every time.
You're not hearing me.
I mean, I hear you, baby, but I'm just saying we got to unpack it all. We're going to unpack it. You can't say one thing and then say you suffered from abuse and now that's why. Why are we being abused when we're kids? What's going on with these grown men, traumatizing these young girls?
Wait. But do you know that women tend to...
Oh my God, Q. Shut the fuck up, please. No, why do you, like, Anton was the one that brought up the fact that men were touching little girls. But now you're bringing it to women? But you know that women did this and women did that and women did this. Women do a lot of stuff. Like some women, Q, hang around married men and let those married men take them shopping. Some women, Q, that may be from Houston, that may have a name called Q, right? Some of those women allow married men to flirt with them drunk as hell on the fucking internet, saying that they voice sounds sexy, having a fucking orgasm. So yes, Q, women do a lot of things. Should we shame all women for their behavior? Because if we need to, we can start with you. You're a hyena too, right? I saw Myron Gaines on Anton channel recently talking to Q. Oh yeah, no girl, if she wants a real man, should be posting herself half naked online. Guys, if y'all go to Island Girl Q shit right now, you'll see her whole ass out. She went to one of those carnival events where they wear all the little goofy shit, butt ass naked, basically, whole ass out. That's what I'm saying. Hypocrisy at its finest.
Yes, we know, Q. We know, baby. It's a problem. It's a problem on both sides, but we're talking about men right now. So all I'm saying is that, yes, women have gone through a lot of traumas by way of men. And unfortunately, a lot of women didn't deal with those traumas. Unfortunately, because of the way this crazy ass world and this crazy ass country is set up, it was designed for us to do exactly what we're doing right now. When they see us doing this, it's like the plan worked. It worked in our favor because us going against each other has always been their goal. And so here we are, comparing ourselves to other races and this, that, and the third. All I'm saying is you have the right to speak on your experiences, right? There are things that Black women do need to be accountable for. Them attitudes got to be in check, right? If you come across a good man, know how to turn that bullshit down. It's not cute. It's not sexy. It's okay to be soft, but understand that there are a lot of women who never had the opportunity to be soft. So it takes a lot of unlearning and relearning and all this and that. Same thing for men. They've been traumatized. Oh my God, they've been a target on their back since the beginning of time, right? So I'm just more about us being gentle with each other, holding ourselves accountable, and so we can avoid these bad experiences with one another. Because regardless of the experience that were not so good in my life with men, I would never generalize Black men like that. I think y'all are great. Okay, no Black man.
You're taking it personal, but we can't say that.
No, yeah, of course she's gonna take it personal. She's a Black woman. Yeah, she's gonna take it personal, Q. I know you being a tether and not a Black woman when people talk shit about black women, you don't care. And that makes sense. It makes sense that you don't give a shit about what's being said about black women. But at the end of the day, my lady, she's keeping it 100. There's always been an agenda to divide and conquer black people. It's the best way to conquer people is to divide them up and conquer both sides. It's just that simple. But Jas is also right to say, why would I treat all black men a certain way based on the experiences I've had with a few? But that's the internet, Jas. That's what they do on the internet today. On the internet today, it's all about shitting on black women, shitting on black culture, all so the white man can write you a check at the end of the month on YouTube. Nothing more, nothing less, right? And again, it's usually men like Anton who have a black wife, who have a black daughter, right? No sons in his life, no son at all. A black wife, black daughter. But let me guess, everybody gonna grow up to be trash except his child. Can't make this shit up.
That women don't generalize. How many times do you say black men ain't shit?
Black men
But
do
also,
it. Black
Jaz,
women
you just
do it.
generalized
They
though.
shouldn't do it at all.
Jaz,
Y'all
you just
do it.
generalized
Not
this.
cool.
You just said black men are great. I know me personally, I don't like participation trophies, right? Everything that I do, I don't. If somebody say black men are beautiful, right? That don't do nothing for me. That don't do nothing for me.
Even when black women try to give these nakers some fucking praise, she get pushed back.
I don't give them praise.
Black men, y'all are great. Man, I don't need no participation trophies.
Right, yeah.
We good. What? The black man is God. Nah, baby. Nah. You doing too much. Okay. So I show you niggas love and it's a problem. I say black man ain't shit is a problem. I say black man is magnificent is also a fucking problem.
That's why we say black men have bad attitudes.
Like women.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. King Low says, how can I join? I'll drop the link in a second, King Low. I'll drop the link in a second, but you'll have to turn your camera on the back and show me who you are before I let anybody up on this panel. All right. And if you really want to get on sooner, donate to the channel. $ DLong316 on Cash App. All right, let's keep going.
Say black men are trash. They don't do nothing for me either because that's not me.
And him saying what he said about black women that act like that ain't doing nothing for them either. So me saying I love black men and they're
that's a generalization. You said black men are great.
It has to do anything for you. It's just a positive reinforcement. If you feel
and mine, I like how you commented after she talked about black men doing all this disgusting thing with children. I like how you just was quiet as hell. But when she say black men are great, now you got an argument to make. What the fuck is that about? When she was talking about how little girls was being touched by these black men, like y'all homie Team Fatty, right? Where's all the fucking energy at? Oh, y'all okay with these girls being touched by grown men and having trauma when they grow up, just so y'all can make videos and say they got trauma now, they sexually liberated now. I can't tell the difference between a hoe and a wife. I wonder why. I can tell the difference between a hoe and my wife. Why can't y'all tell the difference between a hoe and your wives?
But men throughout history and over time turn women into being their whores. We've seen this forcefully.
Yeah, men want women to be whores.
Right.
It's like,
yeah.
It's like they complain about the sexy reds of the world, the Meg Thee Stallions of the world, while at the same time, they don't complain that these white men have record labels that put out sexy red signed to a white man, right? Meg Thee Stallion was signed to 1501, but who was the distribution through? Right. A white man. Yeah. So they understand, let me put out these negative stereotypes, get these one or two people paid, and that's it. Remember I told you would never see in Detroit a black man on a strip club full of Arabic women. It never happened. Ever. And it's a multifaceted reason why.
Yeah, multiple factors.
Multifaceted reason why. Hey, M Mills. Good morning. I meant to give you your wrench back. I got you, love.
Like, I don't do nothing for me. Well, I don't know what you need done to. It's a compliment. I'm saying that I uplift you.
So it's a generalization.
Why do we get mad when people generalize?
Because have we not seen what generalizing Black people in this country has done?
Like,
oh, you know what? I'll pause because Black people have always been treated fairly in this country, right?
Right.
No, that's.
Well, I think generalizing is a bit different from stereotyping.
Generalizing and stereotyping in this country is mostly the same thing, Mama. It's mostly the same thing. Like when Black man says, "Oh, white women give the best head, they're Becky's," that's both a stereotype and them generalizing white women. Literally, when they say most Black women wear weaves, most Black women are ghetto, that's both a stereotype and you're generalizing how you believe most Black women to be, which we know is not true.
You've never seen me put a weave in my head.
No, yeah, my wife don't wear weave at all. Good morning, Marcy. And Mills says, yet the media is promoting the negative images of Black women. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. And Mills is they always promote negative stereotypes of Black women and Black men. That's why I never watched that one movie. What's that one movie that they remade with Fantasia?
Color Purple.
The Color Purple.
I wasn't interested.
I never watched The Color Purple until about 2 years ago, because to me, the entire movie is negative stereotypes about Black women and Black men. Mostly Black men, but Black women as well. I forgot the girl name. She was a singer. They made her look like a hoe.
I didn't see it. I wasn't interested.
In the new movie, she was portrayed by Taraji P. Henson.
Oh, you're talking about Suge, the character.
Suge, yeah. Suge Avery. That's her name. Yeah. They portray her to be like some hoe, and her father didn't want her because he was a godly man. That's ridiculous. But you know what? Let's get back to the content. And thank you, M. Mills, for being in the chat. And who else is here? And Marcy.
Stereotyping.
No, it's stereotypes that is very much so synonymous with the generalization. That's why there's always an assumption of how we act and behave towards certain people. So you can't say that. We've always been generalizing.
I can agree that generalizing can lead to stereotyping, but generalizing something kind of leads to averages or implies average. What is the average?
Where was all this conversation when she brought the fact that young girls was being touched by grown men? No, everybody was quiet. Hey, I'm busy right now, bro. Text me real quick. Just text me. Bro, just text me, bro. Just text me. Anyway, sorry, y'all. I got a call. Make sure after I press 1, M. Mills, Marcy, please let me know the audio is correct. Put a 1 in the chat after it starts. Let me know it's all right. Thank you.
Average behavior of a group of people. But that doesn't necessarily lead to stereotypes. It can if in the overuse of it, but generalization by itself is not necessarily indicative of negative stereotypes.
They generalized us and said that we were less than human and couldn't experience pain. What did we do to earn that?
Stereotypes aren't bad inherently.
Hold on, wait. Hold on, give me a second.
I'm just saying.
Just give me a second.
Wait, Jas.
Hold on.
I also wanted to say that Jas.
Hold on. Where did you get all of this fucking trauma from?
Why is that?
You have never personally. Hold on. You have never personally.
Hold on, Anton. You're asking her, where did she get all this trauma from? While at the same time, you're one of the main, and thank you, M. Mills, you're one of the main ones that talk shit about Black women every day. Yeah, she got to earn a check, so she go on a show to get paid from you, right? But at the same time, y'all keep crossing paths and arguing. Why? Because your constant denigration of Black women, that itself is traumatizing. When you bring up just pearly things who not married, who run a business, but y'all saying that women should be married and not prioritize money, but then y'all pedestalize a woman who is not married and has prioritized her career, that's traumatizing. Right? We saw her with a dirty ass fat black boy who left her for a beautiful white woman. But again, y'all won't get on her head, but y'all get on Jas' head. Somebody who is in a relationship. Now, from my understanding, she's engaged. Right? This is not something to play around with. When Cynthia G was causing terror on YouTube, I would say that caused some of y'all men trauma. But y'all don't want to give these men like Anton, Angry Man, Izzy Bands, Sharon Bracey, all these type of niggas, they do the same shit. The same shit. You know what? Let's keep going. Because now they're going to say, oh, Sharon don't call out black women. All right.
Any of this shit before
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
what do you
matter.
mean?
Y'all have to stop being so dense.
And the reason why
Anton, where does your hatred for black women come from? Because I know you deleted the video, but I screen recorded the conversation you had with your mother, Anton. I still have it on my iPad to this day. She didn't support anything that you talk about. She voted for Kamala. She don't support Trump. She think that you're a panderer. She said that. She said those things. Your mom was married to a black man. Your mom raised you in Waterford, Michigan, bro. Not even in the hood, bro. That's like 2 hours away, damn near. Where does all this animosity for black women come from? Your wife married you when you was broke as hell. You had to go back and move in with Rita parents. Oh, because you bought a Bentley and started a business you couldn't actually sustain. A Bentley before a house is insane. Right? 20 years later, you got out the factories. You got out of the workplace because you don't have no actual career and shit, which is cool. And now your career is talking shit about black women. Where does all this animosity come from? Let's keep going, man. This is the Daily Rundown. Let's get it.
Matters. The reason why it matters is because you can't talk about something that you ain't never experienced. So somebody had to put this in you. Somebody.
You think that, because Jas is about my age, you think that black women that was born in the 80s and 90s has not experienced any trauma due to black and males? I know you're a little bit older than us, but have you experienced any trauma from black men? I think Marcy said she had to go to work. Marcy, have y'all experienced any trauma? Or is Anton right? Let me know. Because maybe black women have never experienced any form of trauma at all. Maybe that's only for the ancestors. But I'm so wise. I know my own sisters have experienced trauma. Trying to catch the bus going, in Detroit. They got robbed. And guess who was at the end of those pew-pews? Black men. Robbing my little sister. One of my little sisters is damn near paraplegic. And Mills, I'm sorry that you went through what you went through. If you want to detail what happened to you in the chat, you can. If it's too much to talk about, you don't have to. But I can tell y'all, my mom, she grew up in Tennessee. Dog, only thing she used to talk about was the Klan. That's why she had trauma. She don't even want to live around white people at all now. That's why when I tried to get her to move with me and my wife, she asked where we stay at. She looked up the city. She saw it wasn't Chicago, technically. And she said, so y'all stay around mostly white people? I don't know about that. She'd rather stay on the O Block. She feel more safe around black people. Why? Because she has trauma.
Somebody had to teach it to you. Somebody had to press it down into you. Somebody had to really, really do a head job on you.
I'm about to do to myself.
For you,
every
single subject, to come back to less than, we've been and we.
I know you don't.
You have never experienced this shit. So somebody had to train. Somebody fucked your head up, and somebody really
quiet Anton and allow her to respond. Like she said, you don't know what she has experienced. This is a woman that grew up on the west side of Chicago, just like my wife. And let me tell you right now, let me make sure I preface that statement. She grew up like my wife on the west side of Chicago in the 80s and the 90s. Not right now. Yeah, while you niggas doing TikToks and shit. Yeah, no, like when shit was popping, when Larry Hoover was alive. Right? Come on now. Shit was dangerous for everybody, bro. Oh, no, black women are experiencing trauma. About 3 weeks ago, a black woman in Chicago by the name of Mellow Bucks had an album release party where her sister died, her boyfriend died, and one of her other brothers died. Along with, what, I think 10 other people were shot severely. But let me guess. The city of Chicago, nobody is dealing with trauma, right? You think that Mellow Buck's mom, when she got the call that her daughter was involved in a fucking shootout, that even though her mom wasn't there, that wasn't a traumatic conversation? Imagine if you get a call, man, while Aegon at the fucking daycare. We not there. So we didn't experience it technically. They say that daycare got shot up.
I'll be
instantly
beyond.
You're gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know. First of all, you're gonna try to get to that bitch immediately. If you at work, no matter what's happening, you gone. You gone. Same thing for me. If I get that call, oh, they shot your house up. All right, let me call Musfar. I gotta go. No, wait for somebody to pick your bags up. No. Because this is too traumatic for me to deal with. And when people are going through trauma, right? They don't handle things normally. This is why they need therapy. This is why they need behavior technicians, et cetera, to help them. Now, speaking of trauma, Emil says, a grown man stalked me as a teenager and tried to hold me hostage. Praise God, I escaped and I was only 16 years old. Child.
I'm sorry to hear that, Emil.
Remember that girl a few years ago? She was kidnapped, but then she caught my man slipping, and then she 187'd him, right? And then I think her name was Cynthia Brown or something like that. They charged her with first-degree murder.
Yeah. Like what?
And she ended up beating the case.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dog, I was kidnapped for like 2 years straight, cuz.
Right.
And I think it was longer than that. I think she was down there for the 10-piece.
Like, yeah, when she finally got
and when she finally got an opportunity, she, you know what I'm saying, she did the 187.
That shouldn't even been a charge. DH just said, "Whatever."
Yeah, that's self-defense, damn near. If I take somebody out, escaping a kidnapping, what are we talking about, bro?
Me, torturing me.
Again, black women who didn't go through that, when they heard that, is that not trauma? Knowing that can happen at any given time to any one of them, that's trauma. Knowing that if they try to defend themselves in a situation that's already traumatic, they still might have to go through more trauma in the court, being locked up, having this shit before I have healed, before I went to the fucking therapist, having this shit brought to the whole public. Tell them that I got raped. Tell them that I've been essayed. Yeah, that shit is traumatic, dog. Period. Me, you know how much trauma I've experienced on YouTube? It makes no fucking sense. You know what? Let me keep going if I get triggered.
He did do a job on
somebody
you.
did a number
put
on
this
your
level of hate in you. Listen. This is what you really need to do.
Oh my God.
No. Whoa, Anton. See, that's a problem. You always like to over talk people. No, somebody, and Jas, you right. Somebody did do a fucking 187 on Anton Brain, because at the end of the day, I'm tripping. At the end of the day, I remember when Anton first came into space, before Kevin Samuels was brought there from by a woman from Chicago named Tawana. She the main reason y'all even know about this nigga right now. That's a fact. That nigga Anton was never talking like this. You know, he was talking about money, God, and back then he was claiming he was in tech. So I used to go, bro, you not in tech. If you in tech, let's go ahead and code a website right now. We can do it live, right? So if I'm lying, I'll be embarrassed too. He never wanted to do it. And I got video of me sitting with Anton saying, I'm going to go to his show. I showed my wife a video of when I was over there with OG Clarence. Guess who popped up right afterwards to have a conversation about me? Anton Daniels. But see, I've been doing this for so long, and Mills and other people who have watched me, they have watched these people delete my channels, do everything possible to keep me from fucking succeeding, whether it's tearing my teams apart, going behind my back. Oh my God. And never work out for, you know what? Let's keep going. Because that conversation is traumatic, right? Trying to help people build, people like, let me just make an example. Like the LA Project. Darrel never helped me with nothing. That's traumatic. Bitch, we bought you an iPad. I don't think you should be, you know what? Let's keep going.
You can't just overtalk it when you don't like what somebody is
saying. You overtalk people all the time when you don't like
Jas, you have more talk time tonight than anybody.
Why is that?
You got it.
Combined.
Why is that? Y'all ain't talking. Talk. I ain't gonna say nothing else.
Child. Not only is Jas the most beautiful woman up here, right? She's also clearly the smartest person up here. And Q, you see Q smiling? Q is messy. Q has always been the most messiest person I have ever met on YouTube. It's literally not even close. Q will backstab. I know one day she gonna backstab Anton. I'm just waiting, Anton. I'm just waiting. Because I got all my Island Girl Q and Anton footage already ready. Right? Ever since the Surviving La Peef days. She liked the attitude. She liked when women do that shit. Look at her smile. Look at everybody else. Look at Robert Savage. Look at Super. Look at Val. She's smiling too. Women like when women are unruly. They like that shit. Anton, you think these women rooting for you? The only reason why these women are here is because you're writing a check. Because you're tricking. But the good thing about it, right? Because Anton gonna say, well, I'm getting value out these women. I'm getting this and this. That's what tricks do, bitch. When tricks are spending money on women, they make up the value in their own head, whether it's the coochie, whether it's the time, whether it's the energy or her aura. Shit, Babyface Ray said, pussy so good, I had to pay her rent. That's tricking. He's telling you the value. Pussy was so good, the rent was $25. I had to do it. You think he gonna do it again, wife? Yes. The more she get at coochie up, the more he's gonna trick. Anton is a YouTube trick, nothing more, nothing less. Let's continue. Oh, and guys, make sure you put a 1 in the chat. Shout out to the 33 people watching. Let's see where you guys are at. We got 24 people watching over at the Gently Coy K channel on Twitter, 4 people at the Gently Coy K YouTube, and 5 over at the Daily Rundown. Let's keep going.
Honest to God, like, I don't know who did this, who taught you all of this shit.
Take me out of it. What do you mean? It's history.
You just said you weren't talking no more.
What do you mean? Who taught me this? Is that why you don't want to learn anything? Because it makes you uncomfortable? The truth makes you really uncomfortable about why we are where we are. It's the truth, Anton. Nobody is sitting here lying. It ain't about trauma. It's called passion. But I understand you're a little dense when it comes to these conversations because you've assimilated.
Hold on, Jack.
What do you mean? It's history.
You just said you weren't talking no more.
What do you mean? Who taught me this? Is that why you don't want to learn anything? Because it makes you uncomfortable? The truth makes you really uncomfortable about why we are where we are. It's the truth, Anton. Nobody is sitting here lying. It ain't about trauma. It's called passion. But I understand you're a little dense when it comes to these conversations.
Sheesh. She on this nigga time, dog. Head.
Damn!
Okay, I'm back. My bad. I was having so much fun over here with the content. I pressed the back button, child. Anyway, I was having so much fun. I was having so much fun. So look, she called you dense, nigga. That's basically her saying you're stupid. That's basically what she said, bro. Like, shout out to Jazz. I am looking forward to meeting Jazz in person. I really am. And not only is she drop dead gorgeous, but she also has a backbone. She's not for sale, right? Otherwise, Anton would have been bought her. That's a fact. Is this a gay channel? Yes. Cauliflower, yes. Welcome. This is a gay channel, a straight channel, a trans channel, right? A bi channel, right? 2S plus. This is all of that. Right? So if you gay, if you bi, no matter what you is, welcome. Yes, Callie, this is a gay channel. Yes. Now let's continue the clip.
Because you've assimilated to the white lie. We get it. We know it. Okay.
You went to a predominantly white school.
Baby, you don't know where I went. Who the fuck?
That's what you said. I'm just saying, though.
Don't say nothing that you don't know.
I went to a school with one white person, and I do not feel like a victim. You were in a privileged neighborhood.
You don't know that.
In a privileged white school, and you hate white people. It's so weird. The experience that you talk about is how I should be talking.
Girl, you don't know my life.
I'm just saying, but can we bring it back to the topic? We know you're right.
Saying somebody grew up in a white school on the west side of Chicago, and now look, see, Q's not smiling because Q don't like this. Right? I remember, shout out to Q for helping me take down Lucky. Very resourceful young lady, right? And Loki not to be fucked with. But she don't like this because she actually is for women empowerment. That's how I said, dog, when we was at Fight Club, I said, no, Q using you because you go against women empowerment and feminism, but she's literally empowering her people through you. While she do the same exact shit you talk against. Throw ass, throw pussy, be unmarried, prioritize having money through niggas like you over children. And again, she's almost 40. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Meanwhile, Molly's married to a white man. Molly has white children. Molly herself is half white. So when Molly speak, I just don't understand why other black men will say, hey, biracial, please stay in your lane. White tea woman, please stay in your lane. You don't have an experience as a black woman because you're not a black woman. Which is why you ended up in a situation you ended up in. You're cosplaying as a black woman. Why? Because you got weave and tattoos. You don't look like a black woman to me. You look like a white woman, like fucking Rachel Dolezal. That's trying to. For those who don't know who Rachel Dolezal is, please Google her name. She tried to. She was running with the NAACP for fuck's sake. Passing as a black woman, made her hair into jerry curls and tanned herself, looking just like fucking Molly. And get caught. Karen, Jesus.
Racist, Jazz, we know, girl. We know. And if anybody is not racist like you,
right.
Every time somebody makes a good point that goes against what Anton thinks, or the manosphere, or the incel establishment, women like Molly pop up out of nowhere. And you know what's crazy? These are the same black men in the manosphere, in the incel empire, that would tell black women you shouldn't be dating white men. Why didn't they vote for Kamala Harris? It wasn't because she wasn't qualified. For fuck's sake, she was the vice president. I'm not voting for a black woman that got a white man. But I'll entertain Jazz, the quote unquote alleged black woman. who is actually married to a white man. Who looks more black, Kamala Harris or Molly, Anton? Who looks more black? If both of them was to pull up, Anton, this is a hard sell. I would believe Island Girl Q was a black woman if she just wouldn't name herself Island Girl Q. If she named herself West Side Chicago Q, I'd say, she looked like one of them little Mexicans that might have had a black daddy. But not Molly. That's a Karen.
They're on the wrong.
It was literally Molly.
Right.
Side
You're
of the
just as
fence.
real, and you're just
We
as real.
know. Can we bring it back to the topic?
Yeah, you're so real. Just like
Because it's almost 3 hours in.
Girl, I don't.
Go to fuck to sleep then, girl. If you tired, go lay next to your white daddy. If you tired, why have you been on here talking to an Anton for 3 hours anyway? Where's your husband? Oh, he's out doing degenerate shit as those men in that race always are. And he left you alone so you can be with your alleged kind, child. You and Robert Sapp, look at him. He looked like one of them too. Robert.
Yeah, he do.
He looked like, look, ain't got the chain on. That's a white man. Child.
We've been talking about your feelings. Like, I'm tired of talking about your feelings, Jas.
That's what it comes about.
And it's always every panel the same argument.
Sorry that I'm here.
We know. You're
Girl, if you got a problem with her being there, you need to ask Anton to take her off payroll. Because it's starting to... Oh, I forgot I got to be able to call at 9 o'clock. Child. I'm about to leave in about 15 minutes, y'all. You need to tell Anton get her off payroll. Because clearly you got a problem. You got a problem with this girl. You got a problem that she looked better than you and all the rest of that shit. And if I was her, I wouldn't deal with it. I wouldn't deal with that shit at all. I would go, Anton, this girl judging me. Maybe her nigga want to fuck me. I don't know. Clearly, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Because every time I speak, she got to speak. Child.
racist. White folks bad.
You can leave.
Okay, you can leave.
Period. Bitch. And don't, I'm saying, touch the door when you leave. Just go. I wish I had somebody like Nightcrawler to transport her ass with her people to the Caucasus Mountains. Oh, white women look at you like a black woman. They don't want you actually around them. Oh, I forgot about that. The white man can't bring you around and say, this is my white wife. Oh, no, she's not. She one of them. No, I'm not. I'm one of y'all. You don't know where you belong.
Okay. I have no idea.
Child.
You can leave. You don't have to listen to me. You can go.
You hate white people, but you were around white people your entire life.
Because I have to tolerate them.
You had the same opportunity.
Anybody in America, stupid, is going to be around white people. What are you
talking about? I work around white people.
Dr. King and MLK, especially, Dr. King and Malcolm X, Malcolm X specifically didn't have a taste for the white people. Of course, being raised around in Detroit, how do you get a job at the plant? Who owns the plant? Who owns Ford? Who owns GM? Who owns Chrysler? Oh, the white man. And that's what I'm saying. They make these stupid points like it actually makes sense. Oh, you've been around white people your whole life. Yeah, bitch. Every person in America has. You act like we in sub-Saharan fucking Africa right now. And saying that she selectively went to a village full of white people and chose to be there. So if you grew up on the west side of Chicago in a nice neighborhood, there's going to be white people there.
I seen white people my whole life.
Yeah, see, it's not like that.
Yeah,
in Detroit, it's not like that.
I seen white people my whole life.
That's why they got the movie 8 Mile. And I kind of showed you, like, everybody live that's white. They pretty much live above 8 Mile or they live downtown now. But the actual city is niggas. You know what I'm saying? You think white people live over there on the east side of Detroit where I took you?
No.
Hell no. I got to delete your comment too. Cauliflower. Is this a gay channel? Yes, we support everybody. Stupid. Now let's get it.
These is the people that you hate so
Girl,
bad.
stop it.
When some of us had to get it from the bottom, and we know a white person wasn't the reason we was at the bottom.
Girl, listen.
We had to get it from the bottom, and we know the white man wasn't the reason we was at the bottom.
It's almost like today's conservative, black conservatives or biracial conservatives, these people blatantly ignore history. If you're 3/5 a human, you're at the bottom, right? If redlining is causing the value in your neighborhood, specifically property value, to go down, which property value directly impacts school funding, your community is going to have problems. So when Jas repeatedly says this isn't just one situation about the white man, it's about situations happen over and over and over and over and over, they don't want to listen to her because they can't actually debate her on this point, right? So they throw ad hominem for 40 minutes straight. Anton isn't smart at all. It's just that simple. They don't want to have an actual conversation that involves history, stats, data, analytical, like analytical data that can actually say what happened and what we can do to move forward. All of that stuff is literally above their fucking brain. They just can't comprehend it. I tried to have this conversation with Anton years ago when he was talking about black culture. And despite there being more black boys in college than prison, he was still demeaning black men, black women. I just didn't understand that. Right? I never, one of our mayors, and not even talking about him because he went to jail, so let me not use him. I'll use Inkster's city councilman, Joel Jones, the youngest city councilman in American history of any city councilman. The boy fucking got voted in at 19 years old. Why? And let me show my wife the young man too. Because Joel Jones, not only did he get, and guess what he did after that? He went into the army, he came back, he worked as a city councilman and a police officer in his city that he grew up in. Little nigga putting in work. Joel Jones is an American politician from the state of Michigan. He served as a city councilman of Inkster, Michigan, and was elected as the representative of the 11th district to the Michigan House of Representatives as the youngest representative in state history. Going crazy.
Great job.
Going crazy.
Did he have a father?
Oh, he was 20. He wasn't 19. He was 20. Yes, his parents are married still.
His parents are married still?
Parents are married still. But they grew up in Inkster, not too far from where Meech and Terry grew up from in Ecorse. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just saying, people take different paths, even though they from the same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he understood that his community in Inkster is real fucked up. It's not gonna get fixed until somebody that looked like him is in a seat where he can fix it. Now he been in there for 10 years. Fixing shit. They just built a whole new park downtown Detroit about to open up. All kind of shit down there, like a fucking amusement park, but it's like a park for Detroit. It's lit. He was a part of that shit. And they got another black woman that's running for mayor right now. Her name Mary Sheffield. If I was in Detroit, that's what we voting for. That's a fact.
Having these conversations with a woman like you is just
no, it's not with a woman like me. I'm not the only
definitely with a woman like
that
you.
thinks like this.
You don't even like being black, girl.
I think your problem is you had a crush on a white boy that didn't like you back, and now you just hate white.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
That's the perfect. That's the perfect response, Jazz. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Like, I think your problem is you had a crush on a white boy that didn't like you back, and now you just hate white guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like, let's keep it a buck.
I had a crush on a white boy, and he broke my heart.
You went to all white school predominantly.
It's not the systemic oppression though. It's not the things that are still.
What systemic oppression does a black person from a middle class, upper middle class, in a predominantly white school face? You were privileged.
Girl, you don't know me like that. You don't know what school I went to.
This is what you said, Jasmine.
Stay over there with that.
This is what you said.
She want to go off harder. The Chicago in her is coming out. She almost said, "Bitch, stay in your lane." I heard her. But unfortunately, guys, I forgot I had a appointment at 9:00, so I gotta get out of here. With that being said, because I will do a part 2 tomorrow. Okay, I'm liking these little hour sessions. Get in, get out. All right. So for those who want to watch me, to everybody, I'm gonna be here. What time is it? It's 8:00 now. I'm gonna start doing these at 7 in the morning every morning, guaranteed. But to what Jas was saying, and again, as I said, they never actually make points here. They only talk about bullshit. So it's not the systemic oppression that's still happening. It's the fact that a white man had a crush on me, or I had a crush on him. He didn't like me. And ever since that moment, I have hated the entire race of child. But it's not the systemic oppression. It's not the police brutality. It's not the fact that Black women are actually out, they're out earning men on degrees, but still making less money. It's not these different laws that Trump has put in place that has specifically impacted the Black community, because you niggas can't stop fucking and coming inside women, specifically in states like Georgia, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, right? Y'all southern states where a woman can't go to the hospital, like Drip said about his cousin that almost died. Hey man, yeah dog, my cousin, she lost her baby and she almost died because they didn't want to give her no help until she was basically knocking on death's door, right? But again, according to these men, that's not traumatic. That wouldn't give all the women in Drip's family that potentially want to have a child any trauma at all. This has been your Daily Rundown. I am out of here. Peace, guys.